the bottom of the barrel in this district. From our lesson plans, to the overabundance of materials we requested to keep data binders, we are not fairly compensated in our salary guide pursuant to what they're asking for us. So when we first took office, our leadership team said we need to come up with a strategy now, not when it's too late, to start preparing for the next round of negotiations. We spent an entire summer getting to know one another. We spent an entire summer dealing with some of the issues that were left over, and there were a bunch. And we're now at the point where we are starting to say it's full steam ahead. We must devise a strategy to make sure that what happened during the last round of negotiations never happens again. I can certainly tell you from experience that if this union is going to be the powerhouse that it once was, it's not going to happen because you elected a new leadership team. It's not going to happen because of who's on our executive board or the delegates itself. It's really got to be built from the base, from the members who are our union. They are what we are, they are who put us here, and they are what's going to make this union the strongest union in the state of New Jersey again.
Damn straight.
So our plan that we've put together, we sat down with representatives from NJEA, we sit down with residents of the community, and we've said, how are we going to put this together? So we've devised a plan called the Strong, United, and Ready to Fight Plan. Now what this plan's going to do, it's not only going to provide us with a strong contract, it's going to help us win these fights each and every single day that we're in our classrooms, or at our work sites, or dealing with administrators one-on-one. I've heard complaints that the delegates, they don't support us in the buildings. I've heard complaints the members don't call for the delegates. The truth is always somewhere in the middle. But quite frankly, we as delegates need to train the Army. I watched a special on ESPN. One of the running backs from the Dallas Cowboys used to say, champions are not built during the season. Champions are built during the off-season. This has to be our off-season. We must start preparing. So with us today, we have a representative from the NEA. She is here, May Rose Wegman. Please give her a round of applause. Our field reps, we have Sasha Wolf, Carol Pierce. If the officers who are here, could you please stand up, of the PEA team, the leadership team. In the back, we have Ryan Cohen, Joyce Spinelli, Lucretia Hodge, Charles Ferrer, Gino Tortorello, and Mary Chowhan. And last but not least, we have another member of the NJEA who has been real instrumental. We have Deborah Kornavaca from the field organizing staff. So today's presentation is going to give you an outline of exactly what we need to do to build this union from the base up. We need to be strong at the bottom. It's going to be a session where we will have some hands-on interactive plans and, lost some words here.
IFL!
IFL, right, here we go. That's right. And it's also going to give you an idea of what your homework is when you go back to the building, because each of us have a role in what we need to do. So without that being the last thing I say, I'd like to bring it over to the field reps. Come on over, please.
Thanks, John. So, in September, Carol and I sat down with John and said, what do you hope to accomplish this year? And he said, we got to get a better contract. And I said, John, that's a year and a half from now, 2 years. That's June of 2017. He says, Sasha, this is big. We have to do this now. We have to plan backwards from that date. We need a better contract. So Carol and I put our heads together. We talked to the leadership team down in Trenton, and we put together a task force, which includes Deb Cuernavaca, May Rose Wegman. We put together a local organizing plan. We are here today as the first step in that process to train you, the delegates, to engage members. Because in order for us to do better at bargaining, we need to engage members. We need to have more members come out and do things, okay? Because that is our power. That is the power of the union. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Deb Cuernavaca